So if you thought the Garmin Instinct was already an interesting watch, get a load of this. So this is the new Instinct crossover from Garmin, and this is even more different than what we've seen before and adds yet another option to the Instinct lineup. So when Garmin first came out with the original Instinct, that was already a pretty big departure from previous Garmin devices, and that retro design certainly stole the hearts of a lot of you out there. It's actually astounding to see how many people I see with Instinct, so it was a big gamble from Garmin that absolutely paid off. And today they're taking that even one step further with the Instinct crossover, where this is based on the Instinct 2, but what they've done is basically combine the Instinct 2 with their vívomove Sport that I have right here. So for those of you who may not be familiar with the vívomove Sport, it's what they call a hybrid smartwatch, which looks like a traditional watch with real moving hands, but it also has a hidden display. And what they've done is add some real moving watch hands on top of the Instinct display, but in doing so, they also did get rid of the cutout window. But just like the vívomove Sport, the hands move away on the Instinct crossover when you're interacting with the device, but in all other times when you're wearing it, the hands work just like a traditional watch. They chose some rather large analog watch hands, and you'll also notice that these hands are luminescent, so they kind of glow in the dark. But along with those glow-in-the-dark hands, they've also added this dual-layer bezel, so like a bezel within a bezel, where it has these new numbers on the outside. And yep, those numbers are also luminescent as well. This dual-layer bezel actually looks pretty stunning from the photos, where it adds another dimension to the Instinct, very much like some traditional timepieces. Garmin also has what they call Revo Drive technology for keeping time with those analog hands, and what this Revo Drive technology is supposed to do is to, quote, deliver accurate timekeeping even in the harshest environments. And one of the features of the Revo Drive technology is that it's supposed to automatically calibrate every time it senses a significant impact, which, as most of you know, can throw off the time on a traditional timepiece. But just like the original Instinct and the Instinct 2, this new Instinct crossover still has that bold, rugged look to it, and it still has military-grade durability. And the new Instinct crossover comes in 3 different editions. So there's a standard edition that comes in a blue granite or black color, and that runs $499. There's also a solar edition of the Instinct crossover that comes in Untitled blue or a graphite color, and that comes in at $549. And there's also a tactical edition that comes in black, and that's $599. However, just like the Instinct 2 Solar, you can potentially get infinite battery life with enough solar exposure. Another new thing with the Instinct crossover is that it has an updated GPS chipset. So it has the same multi-GNSS chipset that comes on the Forerunner 255 as well as the Venue 2 SQ. So it should have even better accuracy than the Instinct 2. And then in terms of battery life for the day-to-day normal usage as a smartwatch, that remains the same of up to 28 days without solar charging. However, they've upped the battery saver watch mode now up to 65 days. And in this mode, the watch hands still do work, by the way. However, because the Instinct crossover has an updated GPS chipset, battery life for recording outdoor activities is a little bit different, where in its highest fidelity mode, using its multi-GNSS mode or all satellite systems mode, the crossover can get up to 25 hours. The original Instinct 2, though, doesn't have multi-GNSS, so in the highest fidelity setting on the Instinct 2, that can get up to 30 hours, so just needs a little bit more juice for that all satellite systems mode. For the battery saver modes, like the max battery setting, this has increased significantly, where on the Instinct 2, this can get up to 70 hours. However, with the crossover, it can get up to a whopping 111 hours. So that's a massive difference. And then with the expedition mode, that can get up to 40 hours or 40 days, pardon me, on the Instinct crossover, and then 32 days on the Instinct 2. Anyhow, the new Instinct crossover, another big surprise out of Garmin, and certainly a very interesting direction to go with their Instinct lineup. But I definitely want to hear about what you think about it. So definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And on your way down there, make sure to subscribe for my full in-depth review of the Instinct crossover that'll be coming up a little bit later on down the road. And if you found the information in this video useful, also do me a favor and just quickly hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.